bigger houses.
Yes,
We have the big,
right.
the big mansion type. And, maybe, would you mind if someone from Plainfield could donate a house? I'm talking about donating a house, and seriously, I'm not speaking this comical because, we gotta take care, we have evolved into a culture of people that's all about self. And it's not all about self.
No,
it's not all about self. On my job a few years ago, I found a kilo of cocaine, and many people asked me to sell it. They said, sell it, sell it, sell it. And I'm going to tell you something, I want the church to hear this right here. I had just bought a motorcycle, but it was the wrong bike.
Okay.
So I couldn't take it up 22 because the air would blow me from side to side.
Okay.
On 78, I was coke bottle. I could have used the extra $15,000.
Sure.
I could have used it.
Oh, sure.
And people said, sell it, sell it. I said, it's not, you need money. Yes, I did. Yeah, I do. Yes. But
Negative fruit,
without a doubt. I'm looking for the betterment of mankind. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So to give this out today, I said to give these drugs out today, and only 10, 20 years later, someone in my family meet the person that was infected by this, and we got that.
We sow what we reap.
Right, without
Reap
doubt.
what we sow. Yeah.
We gotta be accountable. We gotta be accountable for what we do. In this house here, this is a warm house. We need help here. If there's anyone out there, any real estate agency out there that can, in some way, donate a house. Big mansions in Plainfield, those big, that would really do the job here,
and just to help out, even if they're not able to donate, but willing to lease or rent us at some minimum terms, we certainly appreciate that.
Yes, we appreciate that too. But today, what I've learned this right here, I heard Les Brown say, motivational speaker Les Brown say, the only way to GET, you got an ASK.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask it.
Indeed.
I'm going to ask it. Because people today ask you for what they want. Homeless people walk up to you today and say, can I have $2?
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Guy asked me the other day, he said, can I have $2?
A dollar would no longer buy that bowl of soup.
You know what I mean?
Quite
So
too,
you
yeah.
never know who may be on the other side.
Absolutely.
Out there and everything. So, have you reached out to any other towns in this area?
No,
Well, no, actually, this coming Sunday,
it's
Okay.
the first.
the
will be
mayor of
first time.
Scotts Plains belongs to a coalition of mayors in Union County.
Sure.
She contacted.
This is Union County here?
Yes,
So this is the same county as Plainfield?
that's correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't know.
So the mayor of Cranford,
All right.
said, I would like to do something for the veterans also.
Oh, wow.
So they're providing a luncheon
Okay.
at
Sunday.
the Italian Pantry Bistro this Sunday on March 22nd.
Wow.
Hopefully, Congressman Lance will be there and some other notables. So
We're happy.
yeah, the word is getting out. We would like to certainly move fast, but it's always in his time.
Sure.
I've come to understand.
Yes.
It's in his time. And you spoke on that little boy about on Obama. It first starts with an inspiration.
Yes.
Well, guess what? As you well aware, inspiration comes from the spirit.
Yes.
And my mother's spirit has certainly been there, which is why I'm now on board with her to really do something strong and positive in her name. So she's like the Mother Hale of veterans.
Yes,
so to
yes.
speak.
And we all remember Mother Hale.
Yes.
Even during the time when they were building the MX missile, Ronald Reagan took a minute to salute Mother Hale.
That's right.
Back in the 80s, when they were talking about taking the lunches and giving the kids lunch in school and not giving them the salt or giving them the ketchup to go along with it, trying to save money, whatever. But he took a moment to salute Mother Hale.
Because
Mother Hale done good work.
Because her work was so important.
Yeah.
And you spoke of community when we first went on the air, because it starts here.
Starting the community. And I think that we got to come out of this booby trap way of thinking that it's not my community. If it's down the street, it's your community.
Yes.
If it's 2 blocks away, it's your community.
Yes.
If it's a mile away, wherever people at is your community. You know what I mean? I don't want bad in your community and good in mine. I don't want that kind of hot and cold type syndrome. You know, because one day I may have to go through your community. And this is the work that being done here in Scotch Plains. Have you guys reached out to any churches?
No.
You haven't visited any churches with this here?
Again, Reverend Zach, my mother has been doing this work on her own. And I need to say, she's been doing this work oftentimes in the red.
Yes.
On her own.
Yes.
I came to her not more than 2 months ago and said, Mom, listen, I want to help you.
Yes.
First of all, although she doesn't look it, she's really up there in age.
Okay.
And I want to see her fruits. I want to see something come to, I don't want to see it die.
Sure.
You know? So I said I wanted to help her.
Yeah.
And we just started this nonprofit organization.
That's good. That's good.
Yes, exactly. That's the first thing we need to do.
First thing, yeah.
And we're putting the word out there. The word has been sort of taken off.
Sure.
And now it's getting out in the community that we exist, what we're doing, we need help in doing it.
Okay,
So,
are you guys on MySpace or Facebook? Anybody here use a computer?
not at this point. Yes, we all do.
Y'all do.
We all do. But
Well, you need to it's so easy.
Mhm.
Facebook, Facebook, you take some kind of picture, you put it on there, and you show what you're doing.
Okay.
On Facebook or MySpace.
Okay.
And put the address and put the P.O. box and things of that nature on it. And just talk about what you're doing, you know what I mean? Because that's one way of free advertisement, without a doubt. And you need that right there. Facebook is free.
Okay.
Yeah, it's free. So it's a good thing to be on MySpace and Facebook and just talk about the work that you're doing, because it's such a good work. We are losing this right here in the community, but I do see a new spirit, because not only are there homeless vets today,
Yeah.
there's homeless kids in America.
Yes.
Imagine that.
There's homeless kids. There are so many kids today in foster care today in all colors. You understand? It's not like what we thought or whatever. I don't know what the blurriness of many that just go to work and go home.
Right.
Well, that's good. You go to work and go home, and you may think it's the way you think. You think all you want.
Yes, sir.
But that ain't the real truth.
So there's another picture.
There's another picture that you need to deal with. Because if you don't deal with it, pretty soon it's just going to deal with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we have to figure out a way today to become more community oriented and to build our community and help people, because that's what it's all about. I mean, the bottom line, we're not walking around rockhead missiles or something like that. We are human.
That's right.
And we need, human touch. We need love. We need these things. These are things that make us grow.
And with this service, I need to remember, I first started off and I said, I used to be embarrassed as a kid. My mother's doing this stuff. But now there's an intrinsic reward.
Sure.
It's that inner reward that gives you peace to know that you're doing a little bit.
Yes.
You're doing a little bit, and you feel good about doing it.
Yes. And it's a good work. It's a mighty work that needs to be done, because, Dr. Martin Luther King, for those that don't know about Dr. King, is that Dr. Martin Luther King said we got to come from behind the stained glass windows. There's nothing to hide. You understand me? When you know the God, and whether it's the stained glass windows in the church or the beautiful ceilings in many mosques and synagogues or whatever that they have, we got to come from behind those things and come out and reach the people, because that's what the prophets of old did.
That's right.
You understand what I mean?
Exactly.
This hiding behind things and and loving everything in your a $70,000 car rolling down the same road that I'm gonna roll down with my $20,000 car. Whatever.
What did Jesus say? If you help the least of these.
Yes, and that's what we have to do. We are blessed today to have a giant fish.
Yes.
Where we can feed many people. We can reach
Right.
people today. I've seen many more people with my eyes than my parents have ever seen. Have ever seen.
That's right.
These eyes have been at 30, 40,000 feet. I've flown from here, there, you know what I mean? And so the idea is that we are growing as a people. We don't have to let modern technology curse us. It can be an enhancement to us if we use it to help one another.
Well, that's what it's for.
That's exactly what it's for.
That's what He gave us these gifts for.
He gave it to us without a doubt. And that's where we missed the point.
Yeah.
See, we're missing the point because we're trying to build something that's not. And that's one of the biggest problems that we're having in the communities and things today, is that everybody missing the point. Everybody missing the point. They talk about Barack Obama and call, the post. I was over there with Al Sharpton and them and everything, protesting. They called the president a monkey, had him all shot down and everything. You understand? Some guy had a big old cookie that they made, an old cookie head of a black person, big old head cookie, So they give the cookie away. He had the pot man over in Greenwich Village baked some cookie trying to show the head of the president, the people look like him, and all these old foolish things. When the truth of the matter is, let me say this right here to the people, to the church and the community. We are one world, and I don't care what you try to do. We're gonna be one world because he said it.
That's right.
Now you can duck all out, this, that, and other, whatever. The way information is more valuable today to be one world than to be against each other the way we were with the Russians, the Cold War and things.
Clearly.
It's not gonna help. So we are one world and we got to reach one people, meaning the human family.
That's right.
And that's what we're trying to do. Reach the human family. See anything else you want to say, brother? Close to time.
Just want to repeat again. The name of our organization is Focus on Caring. We can be any donations can be sent to P.O. Box 89, and that's in Scotch Plains, New Jersey.
Is it 89 or 87? What is it? 89. It's
Yes.
89.
89.
Okay.
Scotch Plains, New Jersey. 07076.
Okay, and introduce yourself.
And again, my name is Charles Andrews Jr.
Okay.
Executive Director.
All right. And
Eula Andrews.
Eula Andrews. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to wrap this thing up now, and I'm going to still ask it again, if you can, if there's any real estate people out there, or just someone that has an extra home, a giant house somewhere that you can donate to the Andrews family to help them, to help the veterans. We all can do the work. We all don't have time to do it, but God give energy to those in which that can do it better than we can. We can't institutionalize the whole world and you see and expect miracles. We have got to have family because that's what we need.
That's right. Man
and womankind, we are creatures that we need human touch. Not the touch of our beautiful cars. It's good to have it as a ride, you understand me? Anybody will tell you that human touch is a good thing. And we need that family-oriented thing. We really need it. We need to come out of that barbarism of isolation. I often say this right here. I guess I got 2 minutes, I'll say. And I say, church, I challenge you with this here. If you fell in a hole and it took, let's say, and it was 10 of you and couple off of 5 couples, and it took 30 years or 40 years for the engineers to reach you because you're down in the hole. Now, they can give you food, water, and shelter and things of that nature, but the angel appear before you and say, I'm going to give you either of the gifts. I will give you 3 volumes of encyclopedias, or I give each one of you a gold bar. Now listen, in 35 years to 40 years, that gold bar that's worth $1 million will probably be worth $40 million a piece. Okay, now you either can have the gold bar or the encyclopedias. I asked the people which would they take. Let the Reverend know. I would take the encyclopedias. You know why? Because I'm smart enough to know that barbarism is right around that corner.
Right around.
It ain't too far. So now if we fall in this hole, remember now, we ain't gonna have no radio, no iPod, no this, that, no. We just have food and shelter. You either have the gold bars or the encyclopedia. A lot of people say they take the gold bars because when they get out of the hole 30 years from now, 40, 35 years, they'll be rich. But I think it is foolishness, my brother, because I happen to think that in 33 years, you guys are going to start knocking each other upside the head trying to get it. Trying to take the what they call the war booty. Somebody gonna try to take it off. So I'll just take the encyclopedias and I'll be fine when I get out of the hole. May God be with you. May God be with you. This is the Reverend Zachariah A. Jackson from the church of What's Happening Now. Good night.
Good night.